I got a bump, but it ain't not fun.
I'm an airport, baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I be dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just sucking my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the snows on the ops, gonna pop.
It's week 6 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hey, football fans, glad to have you all with us early in this NFL season. It's Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you, and we've got a couple of teams here, Brock, on much different trajectories here early in the opening third of this calendar.
Yeah, but we're at a part of the season, and you know this, partner, the records could still be deceiving, right? So
yep. Weeks come and gone already. And we're off here in week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns. Nope.
Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
You really do love these moments as a quarterback, bouncing on that field, energized by what your defense just did. Giving you a gift at the turnover, it's a really optimal field position. Wouldn't it be rude, Kate, of them not to accept that gift and put an early lead up to really crush their opponent's spirit?
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. They'll try this extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Jets and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
Looking for a throw here. That's caught for the first. And And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Option give here. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
All right, all set up now. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And in, touchdown, New York. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
On first down, here's Daniels. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Second down and 10. Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Just short on third down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on fourth? Back to the well again, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on fourth.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be second down. Now Daniels to throw. Launches one deep downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Play fake here. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, is a guarantee.
Now here comes the New York offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Setting up a throw. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Throw left side, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So before... Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Now Daniels off the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Cut out left. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Lone bat gets the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's brought down for a loss.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards. The Commanders going field goal here. It's a 38-yard look here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Jets out to begin another drive. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Let's go now.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up. Flying forward on the ground. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Roll. Alert. Bronco switch.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Chased out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw, Daniels. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Commanders looking at 2nd and 1. From the 28. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go now.
Pass play coming here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 27. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Daniels on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hits his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And it's a nickel look from the Jets. 3rd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's cut beyond the marker. And that's going to move the chains. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. It really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Another carry for him. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
It's now 4th down.
Daniels to throw on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. They have themselves another 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Finds a man right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Now with Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 34. Hauled in left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the red zone now. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. The Jets headed. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now looking to throw. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not
the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Handoff now from the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Play fake here. Daniels escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big...
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This one from 47 yards away.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jets' offense now set to take over. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Cut out left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Has it downfield, working the left. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Let's go. 30-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Finds Smith and Jigba. And this one does not go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Half to 60, half to 60. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet down the left side. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. Daniels leading the hurry up.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders running them out of the building. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Evans now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Pass play now. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. So out now comes the punter. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Commanders close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Daniels now. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Here we go, Tiger. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Cowboy 80. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Throwing now, off play action. Hits him on the out route.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Last name 19. Check go.
Daniels to throw on 4th. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Get up, go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Has him running the comeback. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Let's go now.
Again, Daniels to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because
touchdown, Washington. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. This return makes it up to the 25. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Caught by the tight end running that corner. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. 1st down, ball at the 36.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Timberwolf, Cougar 19.
Back to throw now. Hits his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.